cool intro, so many magic moments over the years on MDG Media. We're here on the first stop of the Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series in Europe, the Konopište Open. This is round 2, back 9, FPO lead card coverage. Andrew Gum, Maxime Tanghe in the booth, having a good time as always, and really happy to have you all along with us for this ride.
Let's see our faces, huh? What do you think? Are we handsome?
Yeah.
For sure.
We love you guys.
Yeah, we are so happy to have you guys for this back 9 action. It's getting pretty tight in this FPO field. I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked. It's gonna be interesting.
Super entertaining card.
3 players to 8 down, Kristin in the lead, and we have some players behind that are doing some cool action, so
yep.
Let's wait, bro. Let's wait. Silva is back not too far. Also our highlight machine.
Yeah, out there making moves on moving day, as you'd expect. Hole 10, par 3, 92 meters. Moving, well, here we see the FPO tee pad right here. So it's more of a straight shot for the FPO. You got a double mando, pretty wide, quite late in the flight. A little bit low hanging branch on the right side. But this one's one you really want to feast on, 2.91 average, so birdie's abundant. There you see the drop zone. Not too much danger, you know, it's the mando trees are quite wide, like I said, so it's not one you should really miss.
Yeah, the space between the trees is huge. You should not think about it at all.
Yeah, just eye up the basket.
Aim at the basket,
this
as Kristin is doing, as you can see.
Super sweet forehand. Skip into the bucket.
And a bullseye hit to open this back 9 for our 2-time world champion. Great shot.
Yeah, this is one of the few courses she doesn't have a win on in the world. So she'd like to add that to her legacy. Konopište Open champ. There's been so many legends of the game getting that title over the years, right? I mean, this tournament goes back a little ways, for sure. 2013 it began. And they've had some epic events. Majors, Disc Golf World Tours.
Everything.
European Championships.
I feel like they were part of a lot of new tours, new projects.
Yeah, this is
pretty cool.
This is a staple on the European tour over the last decade or more.
And everybody loves the place.
Yeah,
I feel like I've never heard anybody talk trash about this course.
No, I've never heard a bad word. It's unanimous. This is on most players' top 3 or 5 in Europe. It's a real treat. It's a beautiful place. You know, this place you don't really get to play disc golf in so much. This is a really splendid property.
And what makes it very special those past few years is also that Krzysztof Nowak is making it an every 2-year event, which is pretty special because whenever you leave that place, you know you will need to wait quite a while before coming back. So it makes it even more special for anybody that has played in the past there and come back.
Yeah, it takes a ton of effort to get it done. They have a huge staff and volunteers. 70 plus people it takes to get this event going.
70 plus?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, they have to mow this all, clear it all out. This is not, you know, cared for in those 2 years. It just gets overgrown. They have to come weeks ahead and just, you know, completely manicure it to this beautiful state that you see. Sorry to talk over the action there, but this is a special place. 2 birdies, 2 pars. You saw it happen.
Yes, they are able to watch the action.
Use your
also.
eyeballs, people. Quit complaining. Just kidding. Hole 11.
Hole 11, par 5.
Yeah, it's the par 5 for the FPO. Same hole as the MPO, but just a different par. 281. A little bit downhill, pretty much all the way. Beautiful shot off the tee. You want to try to get about as far as you can. And then you got one of the best guardian trees that you'll ever see. This monster copper birch just like protecting the basket. We got
For
one.
sure. You focus on that.
You know I will. I mean, you can go around this left side where the drone went, but there's also been a branch came down sometime in the last 2 years, so the right side's more accessible than it used to be.
The right side is definitely the option this season and on this edition of the tournament. I'm pretty sure about it. This is
Look
a
at this.
smooth drive.
She did this yesterday, too.
What?
She smashes this tee shot.
She overdrove me.
Yeah. She's done this two days in a row. She, You're in shock. I wish you guys could see the look on this guy's face. He's envious.
She's gonna keep calm, huh?
She played the wind
Beautiful
so
shot.
well. We had a little bit headwind here.
What?
And she just got it to lift and ride and glide, and it's just way up there. Monster smash.
Yeah.
She
Beautiful.
did it. Yeah. It's not a fluke. She did it yesterday, too. Like she was in the same spot.
She will never stop surprising us.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Beautiful to see. The other drives just kind of pale in comparison, but they're still good.
Come on, Nikol is able to match this.
It looks low, but it's also playing the wind nicely, and it's riding.
And slightly airbounds,
Yeah.
it felt like.
It did. It most certainly did. She's got a little bit low-hanging branches to deal with, but that was a pretty sweet drive.
Kristin is in a position where she can go for another eagle.
Yeah.
Look, I'm pretty impressed. I don't know if she's going to opt for the right side or a forehand around on the left. Kaidi is still in position to attack the basket for the birdie.
Rachel gets under the branch, fades out.
Decent.
Yeah. Not a bad
And
spot
I
to
guess
be.
the more left, the more open. So the more angle
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, especially if you want to try to get around all the way around the bend on the left side, right? Nice smooth stroke there.
Stand still. Good control.
Keeping it low in the headwind, getting some solid distance.
So right side. It feels like flex shot. Whoops.
Overcooked.
Okay, going through. Should be fine for the par. If you're not under that tree and deep enough, you will never be able to reach that basket. You will just need to settle for a layup under those branches. Let's check the distance. Go for the flex shot right side also. To keep it low, speedy.
Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Just nails it.
Come on, go through.
Actually overshoots the green.
What?
So she's long of the basket in two for the eagle comebacker. She's a little disappointed because it did go pretty deep there into the bush, but on the you don't expect to see that. Usually it gets caught up in all this, this monster guardian tree. Like this, like you see, this is much more common than getting through and going long. But she'll still have a chance for the eagle. This played pretty well. It could have got a little better ground play, but it could have been worse. She hit the line perfectly. I really like the shot, and she'll have a chance to get that bird.
Yeah. Good control of the height of the pace, using the ground. She seems a bit frustrated right now.
She was a bit tense. I guess playing on that lead card, you really want to get things done, and when it doesn't go your way, it's easy to be a bit distraught.
It's still okay. I'd say, and it's personal, that the back nine is a bit more open, a bit more scoreable.
You really want to get things going, get some green on that card. Kristin unable to connect for the eagle. Gave it a good effort. Here's Nikol for the first birdie of the day. Clean putt.
Yes, sir.
What a relief. You can kind of just feel it there. Giving the basket a little love tap.
Let's make this back nine scorecard cleaner than the front.
Yeah, we'd like to see some green there. She deserves it. Putting all that hard work on the course. Out here giving it her all and showing off those skills.
Par for Kaidi. Still even on the round. And a walk in the park for this lady. 6 down through 11. And hole 12. This is clearly not the good drone shot.
No, but it's a beautiful flight anyway. We get to go past those Scotch pine
I will
trees.
leave it there. This is the MPO flight, but we'll go over the FPO tee pad right there. As you can see here. So it's just a straight shot over the pond. You don't have to play that turnover shot. Quite scary. You need to go over it. You need not to think too much about the water, and it's very easy to fall into it. Too much thinking. What do you think?
It's just a dead straight 84-meter shot. You know, I mean, everyone's got this, right? But that water gets in your head for sure. You know, 2.82, so it's definitely.
Don't talk too fast. Don't talk too fast.
No, it's, you know, anytime you're throwing over water, you know, you don't really want to lose your disc.
Yes, madam.
Look at that. Right on line.
And it looks like Kristin is going to go for another one. Beautiful.
It's a little bit uphill, so you can really give it an ace run. I mean, for me, it's an easy hole. This is like one of the only holes on the course that I'm like.
The difference between the MPO and FPO basket hole on this one is huge.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, it's the hardest hole on the MPO, without a doubt. It's the biggest score separator. It's the most difficult to film, to play.
Exact.
You know, it's a whole different hole.
As here, it's just, let's say just, but it's not just a straight shot. There is a pressure.
But I mean, you know, it's,
this should be cake for all those ladies. They are lead card. They know how to
look at that.
Go straight at the basket, and it should be a birdie for Kaidi. She's looking for some.
Another brilliant backhand from Kaidi. She's been putting on some really good moves this round. Saw her pipe that back on 4, and then now again on 12, just right down the pipe.
Ouch, push it a bit more. Scary ball.
At this point, it's just starting to feel like it's really not Rachel's day. Came in with the lead. Now she's a couple back. Of course, still a chance to get it going.
Oh.
Great bid there. Really wanted that one to connect for her.
Good pace, good height.
Strong chains, just a little left. Big moment here. Important comebacker. Try to avoid that bogey.
Beautiful.
Yes. Fully committed.
Wow.
Step through. Right on the money, but you can see that she's feeling the pain here.
And it starts to get important to make those putts, not to leave Kristin, let Kristin go too far. She's now 3 strokes ahead.
7 down on the round.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is very solid.
Turkey start for the back 9. Almost had an eagle on the last hole.
Yeah.
So she's starting to find her groove here.
Exactly. And I think it's even better than the turkey. I think she took hole 9.
Yeah, she's on a run.
Yeah, she's on a run. Yeah, it's 4 birdies.
Oh, wait.
I'm
No,
pretty sure.
She didn't take 8, right? So she got 9 anyway. She got the birdie on 9. So yeah, 4 in a row, exactly.
Kristin now, Annelie.
Yeah, she's doing great.
6 down through 14. Very nice.
What's going on, guys? Hold My Bag just launched the greatest disc golf fantasy game in the universe.
Hold My Bag just dropped the best fantasy disc golf game the planet has ever seen.
I want to tell you guys about the newest disc golf fantasy game on the market.
One of my favorite parts is the Hold My Bag. This is something that we started doing, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool.
Well revered by the pros there. They seem to love it.
Hole 13.
Yeah, par 3, 90 meters. What you see is what you get, really. Just a slight downward slope. Couple low-hanging branches here. They can come into play. OB on the right. But this is another one you really like to get the birdie on. 2.78 average. It's the first basket you see there. Hjalte Jensen aced that long basket in the MDG practice round. Make sure you go check out that if you haven't seen it. That was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, very fun practice round with Hjalte and our good friend Niklas. Overcooked for Kristin.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
First mistake of the back 9.
Yeah, overturned that forehand.
Come on, fade.
This is another brilliant
stay.
backhand from Kaidi. She's putting on a clinic here.
Beautiful.
Today. Just magnificent control of the straight backhand shots.
She seemed a bit frustrated on hole 11. She's now happy with a probable second birdie in a row. Beautiful shot from Nikol.
Yeah.
Almost bullseye, slightly short.
Logic.
Great control.
Just a putter, just on a dime. She's got great skills, good power. Like, I would say top tier power, really. for the FPO division. You know, we
She's
saw
got
her
it.
get that
She's
eagle
got it.
look. She's hanging with the big dogs here. You know,
She
on-
has
on the
time. This is
throwing.
the best thing. She
Yeah,
has
yeah.
so much time.
If you can imagine, she was just putting a little better, she'd be right there in the mix still. Shot 6 down yesterday, second hottest round. Super impressive what she's done this weekend and what she did last weekend, and just really excited to watch the future of
She
disc golf
will
filming.
remember those past 10 days for sure.
And
Let's
leaving quite
make
an
this.
impression on the community as well. Look at that. Solid.
Dead center, and the crowd loves it.
She's putting with her friend's signature disc, Christina. We had her on coverage yesterday. She's got a P1 that you should all go out and get one to support. 100% of the proceeds go to her directly. So that's the best way you can help support these young players,
Cool.
buy their signature disc.
Another par for Rachel. Not able to capitalize, unfortunately. Slow round at the moment for Rachel. Still 5 holes to play. 3 strokes. Sanity is now second. We don't know exactly what's going on right now, but this is a fight.
And
We
this
like
is
it.
Yeah, exciting moving day. This course delivers the action, time in, time out. We've seen so many fun battles, so many epic moments. I mean,
And especially in FPO. European Championship in 2021 was something special.
yeah, that's right. Henna took that down, right?
Yeah, but in a crazy manner.
Yeah.
This was huge. Hole 14.
Yeah, par 4, 209 meters. Pretty big rip off the tee there. You want to get up into position, and then you got to crest this hill. Green's pretty wide open. Can be a little gusty with wind here. But, yeah, not too much obstruction or anything. Just a couple, power drives.
Hit the gap. Hit the gap on the first shot, obviously. And if you are able to go far enough, those ladies will be able to attack the green. It's slightly hilly. Is it the way to say it?
Yeah, it is. Rolling landscape here. Beautiful.
Overcooked.
Yeah, beautiful property. Former hunting grounds of Franz Ferdinand. And this has been castle grounds since the early 1300s. So these trees are like old, ancient, cultivated, gorgeous property.
Yeah, you were talking about the Franz Ferdinand story the other night. It was pretty interesting. I like it. Maybe not now.
We won't go into it now, but I guess we mentioned it. Premium. Look at this new disc company from.
Wingman.
Yeah. They were giving out CTP prizes in the amateur event.
And a good drive from Kristin.
It's cool to see them supporting MDG, getting the word out on your channel. Go out and check them. Everybody's pretty okay here. You just really want to put it up there somewhere about there, and then again about the same distance on your second shot.
The more left and the furthest you go, the more open the angle will be on the second shot. You will have more space for the hyzer shot on the right side to attack the green, at least for the righties again.
Yeah.
You're going to see Kristin is perfectly located.
So Kaidi, I guess,
As
was the
Nikol
only,
is.
Yeah, the only one in trouble.
Yeah, but you're going to see Rachel is closer to the basket, but she's closer to the trees on the right side. And she's going to need to go straight at the basket. It's different.
Right.
She won't be able to open the angle, as you can see
Right.
here.
If you're left, you can put a little hyzer on it, work it in.
And she's probably going to be early left now. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Good insights on the way this plays.
Here you go. And here you see
This
the
is where you wanna
angle.
be.
She can open it on the right side.
Up the hill
Pretty
a little
comfortable.
more.
But she's opting for straight to hyzer shot.
Very good.
Great
Skips
control
it in.
again to go 13 down. She's in control right now.
Yep. We mentioned it on the first round with Nico, but yeah, Henna and Evelina not in this tournament because Henna has a wedding this weekend. She got married, so congratulations to her.
Henna.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Congrats. This is gonna be an easy par for Nikol.
Yeah. Pars are all right. her back nine's looking great. Look at that, 2 birdies. She's still under par for the tournament, playing way above her rating.
Yeah, +2 on the round, not too rough. If she can find some birdies between now and the end of the round, would be perfect. Dead center for Kristin.
I like it that she's keeping her head and heart in the game. You know, she's not giving up. She's not collapsing under the pressure. She's coming right back, you know, hole in, hole out, just getting a couple good birdies and trying to just keep her head up and march forward. Shows some strong character.
She has her idol to impress.
Exactly.
So she will be in for sure until the end. And let's move. You know, we were talking about hole 9 as one of the most satisfying hole. This is also beautiful to be there. Slightly downhill all the way to the basket. Great to watch your disc fly on this one.
Yeah, totally.
What do you think about this? I think they added the OB around the fairway for this edition. So you need to control the fade. There is a slight slope from right to left.
Sure.
So for the righties, you need to be careful with the height, with the angle control.
I guess that's the only real danger is kind of like hyzering out a little bit too much or getting some kind of a skip and a roll to the left side.
It happens so much.
Yeah.
You see Kristin, great control. She's looking for that turn towards those trees.
Flight.
This is perfect
That's
again.
fantastic.
And that's going to be not an easy forehand shot, up shot to the basket, but probably cake for
her, I'd say. Yeah, that's pretty routine. Kaidi.
Again, as you can see, turning towards those trees on the right side is definitely the option.
Another brilliant backhand.
And you find your flex shot, full flight, good skip, good control, dead center of the fairway. Great control shown by the two Estonians.
The Estonians are playing such good disc golf these days, really. Like,
this is impressive. Estonia has the best FPO field with Finland.
Yeah.
It's a contest.
Yeah, for a small country, it's so well represented at the top level of this sport. They love disc golf. They've recently been awarded the World Championships for 2029.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to look
Oh, really?
for.
They have the 2029
was it,
World Championship?
Was it 2029 or 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
In the near future.
Yeah, but anyway, they get major after major. They got a major this year. That was the other thing when we got cut off before the commercial. Like, we got 2 majors this year, the World Championships in Finland and the European Disc Golf Festival in Estonia. And
we are so lucky.
Some
this
huge
summer
events
is going to be beautiful. And on top of that, we have the European Championship.
Yeah, over there on the west coast of Norway.
And the return of the PCS Open also. We are going to play on amazing properties all summer long.
She's still smiling, even when she's making mistakes. I like this. She's not taking it too seriously. She knows this is a learning experience.
She needs to come to other tournaments. I hope she's going to find a way to come to 1 or 2 Elite or at least Q Series.
Yeah, if you're a disc golf manufacturer that wants to sponsor a really talented young player, I would contact her immediately.
Push her.
Give her what she needs to get out on tour because she's got the passion, she's got the skills. You know, just needs the resources in order to make this career.
And she will represent you and your brand perfectly. She's smiling, talking to everybody.
Yeah.
This is a good move for sure.
Well said, my friend. Totally agree. Here we go. Leaves a little bit left for that one on the par. Just a little weak left side. So not really a hole you want to take a bogey on. I mean, there's not any holes on this course you really want to take a bogey on, but this is a very scoreable one. She just kind of might have had a little bit of lapse in the concentration there, made a few mistakes. Rachel, not her best day on the green.
There
She's had a
are
couple
rounds
big
like
ones.
that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yesterday she was putting really well and playing really solid. She was, you know, really just in her element.
And then as Kaidi is showing, you can always find your pace along the way.
Yep.
It was a really slow and frustrating front nine. And now she's 3 birdies within 6 holes on the back nine. It's perfect, 8 down. But the gap is there between Kristin and the rest.
Yeah, she's-
even more after this birdie. Let's see how the chase card is doing. Even the third. We saw Anniken, Annelie, even Ida. I'm pretty interested to see what's going on. Silva is also right there.
Ida shredding it up. Yeah, there's definitely some players out there thirsty to make moves and get themselves on the lead card. Yeah, there you saw the leaderboard. A lot of folks out there making moves. And at this point, Kristin is 9 down through 15 holes. She's already secured the course record if she can just avoid a bogey on these last 3 holes. 16 is a beautiful par 5, 272 meters for the FPO. She's got to get out from that tunnel, which isn't too tricky from their tee pad. If you can turn the corner a little bit left to right and move a little further up the fairway if you want to get aggressive and try to attack and get way up there. But yeah, 4.88 average. A few good shots will give you a look for a birdie here. Beautiful fairway though. It really shapes nice.
Exactly. It's slightly downhill all the way. I'd say go out of the tunnel. You're gonna be open on the second shot, and then the third shot is gonna be the trickiest one, where the branches are low. You're gonna attack with a low seating shot. Look at that scorecard. Oh,
Yeah, she's on fire on this back 9. This is one of those courses that it feels like almost every hole you could say is like a signature hole on a normal course. You know, there's quite a lot of natural beauty out here, and design-wise, it's perfected.
I'm
Superb.
pretty sure it was designed by Jussi Maresma,
For sure.
which is probably the king of it.
Yeah, he does a great job. Definitely some of the best
Good job,
courses.
good job, Jussi.
Some of the best courses worldwide for sure are his artwork, leaving quite the legacy on the
And
sport.
this is a very nice shot out of the tunnel. Good cuffing from the catch cam. And we have a bogey for Nikol, unfortunately.
Is there anybody you kind of see in her form, anything that kind of resembles something you're familiar with?
Good question. I'd say like that, I would have no name. She would have her own form, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, great.
And this is a great shot.
Look at that.
Look at that rip. Woohoo! The crowd is loving it. Whenever she's doing a good shot, they love it.
This was such a joy to follow along. There, she had the home crowd behind her, just kind of helping lift her up and push her along.
Kristin is on fire right now.
Yeah, she's making this look easy. It's just
This is
effortless.
exactly the word.
This is
It
what she
looks
does.
easy.
She gets in the flow where it doesn't. You don't. Nothing stands out. She's just like executing what her skills are, and she does it all nonchalant and casually. And next thing you know, she's just kind of obliterated the course record. Right? She's done this so many times,
So
and then
9
she
down.
just secures wins.
She's in a position to go for the birdie, and quite easily. She's perfectly spotted. She could go 10 down through 16 holes.
So nice to see her in her comfort zone and in the groove out there, just doing what she's meant to do, playing disc golf on the highest level that's ever been seen in the division.
After a hard day 1, finding the rhythm, and a good shot from Rachel. Good height control. It's going to be a C1 putt for birdie. She needs it. Same for Kaidi. She needs to score.
She's on the green.
This is an opportunity around 7 meters.
Oh,
Stand still.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Gets it up there.
Great shot, 5-6 meters. We saw her struggling on some putts
She's
around
definitely.
this distance, so let's hope she's able to capitalize on this one.
Yeah, she's definitely felt the nerves on the putting green, but she's continued to throw the disc well all
Yeah.
day.
And as we said many times this round, she's going for it. She's committed. And this is exactly what she needs to do. And who do we see in the middle of the crowd right there? This was Andrew Gumbro.
Oh, I was very happy to follow this card along all day.
Oh no.
And on this course, it's just a joy to walk multiple times daily. I could do it.
Even more with that kind of weather.
Yeah. Look at
Yes.
that. Perfect putt.
crowd favorite.
Yeah. No, she's playing
It's-
solid here. Third birdie.
Rare to see when you have Kristin in the groove.
This is dirty. My day, apparently. There you hear it. She's had some bad luck. She's been just a little off, and it's sad to see she was so on point yesterday. Tomorrow's a new day. You know, hopefully Rachel can get a good night's sleep and come back tomorrow and get right back where she belongs, moving up that leaderboard. And
This one was rough.
that was hard to see. Yeah, you never want to see a perfect putt come out, but she took it like a champ. You know, she kind of just accepted that this is her fate. This is, you know, not really her day.
6 strokes now for Kristin and Rachel. And hole 17 now, par 4, 125 meters, the most uphill hole on the course. Definitely. What do you think
It's
about this one?
way uphill, but it's a fun one. I mean, you got OB on the left side. You have to kind of make a choice here whether you want to work the left side to get to the green or the right side. The left side's definitely higher percentage. It's the right side, you know, it's hard to really get it to like fade hard enough if you're going around there. And then there's just a lot more stuff in the way if you try to position yourself over there. But then the OB is on the left side if you try to go over there. So it's a very well-designed hole. It's got a couple of elements of decision making to be had. And the site, of course, of that famous throw in from Simon Lizotte to push the playoff coming down the stretch on the World Tour back in the day.
So much storyline on this course. It's crazy.
Yeah, the memories are really kind of just deep in our soul as disc golfers. It's like we kind of grew up on all this. Like,
If we
it's
could
so
have this
inspirational.
tournament every year, I would be so happy.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's talk to Christophe at the end of this tournament.
It's hard for them. They live a long way, and it takes so much to get it done. But
I didn't know
if they can
that.
find a partner, if they can find someone to bankroll this, of course the passion is there. They got the volunteers, they got the love for it. It just, logistics and resources make it difficult to do regularly, but a lot of passion in this community. The volunteers are fantastic. Czech disc golf is a great culture. It's been a real honor and pleasure to be working alongside these folks.
Yeah, you've been here for 10 days, 12 days?
Yeah, exactly. 12 days.
You're part of the team.
It's been so fun. What a great experience. Drove down from Helsinki, got to play in the amateur event, got to help build up the course in its final form.
I saw you on the course. It was pretty fun. And you were doing all this with Nikol, actually.
Yeah, we were working all week together.
This is beautiful.
And now she's here on the lead card. We did the interview for MDG. It just feels like a fairy tale. And this is like a fairy tale place, This is like, you really feel like you're in this kind of just like magic land where anything's possible. And
As you're saying, I was not aware that the property was so old. So now you understand. The trees are so tall. It's beautiful. It's majestic. Is it the word?
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what it is. Perfect word. And look at that. Speaking of majestic, here we have a peacock on the green cheering along these FPO players as
the best thing is yet to arrive, I think, with that bird. This is going to be fun.
So here's the local looking to get that birdie.
Hear this.
Can you believe this? You couldn't script a better moment. The peacock the gallery approves.
This is beautiful.
The bird just, doing it.
It must have been so fun.
Like, what can you even say? I just let that moment sink in, everybody.
Feel the moment for sure. What the heck?
Look at that.
Great.
It's so glorious.
And it's just walking around like it's home.
Yeah, and it just cheered on like when it heard the chains for the local.
For the local.
It's
great.
So majestic.
Hole 18. Sorry, guys. We are a bit too happy right now about the peacock.
I hope you're all happy
fun.
out there, too, with what you've just seen. That was a magic moment. And this is really quite a great hole to finish on. Downhill, par 3, 136 meters, plays like quite a bit less than that, maybe 110 at most.
We want an ace on this one before the end of the weekend. This would be amazing. It's filmed live all the time, so we would have the footage. It would be amazing. So that straight shot in the end.
dead
Nothing
straight.
too dangerous on the left side. Careful with the fade for the righties. They put the OB a bit closer than it was.
This flips up nice. Looks like it's going to be a little bit left side. Pin high. Just outside the circle.
Look at this scorecard.
Just on fire. Absolutely.
I was not aware. I was following the FPO action live, but I was not aware. I don't know why I missed it. Maybe I was...
Well, she kind of kicked it on late, and she did it like so nonchalant like she does. She's pretty chill about it. Yeah.
Really a walk in the park.
Yeah. Just
Chilling,
walking
cruising down the street.
so smooth. Whereas Rachel's had more struggles today. This is a great finish, though. Look at this. Getting her right down in the circle. Brilliant touch
Very
on that.
nice. She needs this one. She's tied for 4th. If she makes the putt, I guess
She'll be on
she
lead
could
card.
access the
Yeah,
lead
so
card.
All she needs is to get that disc in the basket, and we'll get to see her again tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
If
quite
not,
important.
Seal Vasari, and then we'll take that spot.
Okay. Interesting. And Nikol chilling 5 down, so she was almost back to the par, back to even on the round.
10th place, top 10 in her first ever, big professional tournament.
Elite Series.
This is the top level.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is lifelong memory for her.
No.
Yeah, had that one to go to 17 down. Would have been 9 out of the last 10 birdies. Still, incredible day for her. And still a very healthy lead over the field.
And great day for Nikol also.
Rachel needs this one to maintain a lead card position. And it does not collect. That's the kind of day she had. Just a little off, a little bad luck. Any one of those could have secured her spot on the lead card. And unfortunately, she's going to drop to the top of the chase for the final day. But
it's okay.
she's
You're
gonna put
filmed
together a
by
good tournament. Yeah.
IDG, and there is no worries.
She can still make it
She's
happen.
up there for
Yeah,
sure.
She can put it together like she did on day one and still be up on that podium and maybe even in contention for a win if everything goes her way. So never count yourself out. And she has a really great mental game. She does that. She's, just trying to do her best and be in the moment and take it one shot at a time. But what we saw was very special there from Kristin.
It was a very special round 2 moving day here in Konopište. Nikol with some cool action, discovering the high level. Ida Emelinesse, Anneli, Silva Saarinen.
Look at
That's
that.
going to be an amazing card. Anniken with a great round also.
Yeah, that's right.
Woo.
She had a couple of bogeys, I believe, as well. Christina down there. Also, we saw her yesterday. Maybe she can make a charge.
Yeah, so the field is stacked.
Yeah.
The only thing is, going back at Kristin, 5 strokes is going to be tough. I don't see Kristin being...
She's not the type of player to give up a big lead or to even lose very often. Right?
But it's going to be interesting anyway. We had a great action today. Thank you for being with me in the booth.
Thank you for having me.
For being together.
It's so nice to have this European season kicking back off.
And
MDG Media is the place to catch it all. It's going to be going on all summer. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.